Probably going to rely on a little bit of luck here. I don't think he called the bank. Does go past the 10, as you see. He's caught it in. Oh, what a result he's had there, maybe. Has the 10 come to the rescue, and the 9. I think maybe just might be okay there. I don't know if he called the pocket, but I think he might have left a gap here. Incredible if he has. So yeah, he did leave the gap. Chance here to try and get one on the board. Try and settle down. He played that with a lot of right-hand spin. It's not too bad. Cueing's okay as well, so a little bit of pressure on this one. He missed a little bit of a long one. He's looking over the left side of the table, but he's got quite a natural angle just to pot this. Come down short rail, long rail, come all the way down to the bottom rail. That looks more logical. Yeah, this is exactly the line. Yeah, it's good. Great shot that is. That'll make him feel great. Just needs to finish this rack off now. One more good shot, get good position on the 10. Can quite often underhit and overhit these. Yeah, nicely done. Punishing Georgio there for maybe not taking advantage of that ball in hand. Both players get a rack on the board. That will hopefully settle them both down. Quite a big event for a lot of these players who maybe are here for the first time. You can see that some players have played a few events. Both of these players have attended previously. Still looking for some good results, but not sure how much experience they have on the TV table or with the cameras and the lights in this arena. It's a beautiful thing to see, but it also adds an extra bit of pressure knowing that people are watching and commentating on your game. Does he make the one? He doesn't. So dry break. And he has left a shot on the 1 ball. Plenty of traffic to get through to come back around for the 2. That was a good pop, but he's lost the cue ball. So another ball in hand for Georgio. I think he's had 3 or 4 ball in hands already. So can he capitalise on this one? The 5 ball next to the 10 needs a little bit of attention. So this shot is key now. As you can see, it doesn't go on the bottom right past the 10 and the 8, but it does go on the bottom left. So position on this 4 ball is going to be key here. He might actually come back across past the 6, leave a bit of a thinner 4. He's trying to hold it in the side. Bit risky that. If he didn't get the right angle, he wasn't going in the right direction, but maybe he can top this through. Well, that was always the danger going that way for the 4 on the side. Would have been better to probably come across to give himself a guaranteed angle. All depends how you see the shot. So you can see the 5, but can't really. I'm not sure if he'd be going for the pot here. He might be able to bank the 5 onto the short rail. Just put it somewhere, middle diamond or bottom diamond. Just trying to get that 5 ball safe. It's probably the safer option. I wouldn't be flirting with going too crazy on the cue ball. Just he's going for the bank. Oh wow, what an aggressive shot. Wow. Might have the cover though. So another jump shot. He's already made 1 jump shot. And this one is very similar. In terms of being close to the pocket, but he can't reach it, so he's going to try and bend it. Needs to play this somewhat slow so the spin can take. Be careful of the scratch. Oh, it just makes it nicely done. Tester here. Yeah, the long ones, he's just not finding his range. Another chance for Georgio here. Yeah, nicely done. Got a choice here. He's probably going to have to maybe draw this all the way down under the 10 ball. I mean, he could leave a thin 8. I think the safer option is possibly to come down and try and get below that 10. Let's see how he prefers to play it. He's playing into the 10. It's not a bad result. Not sure he played that way, but it'll work. Can play to come under the 9 here if he wants. No, he's coming up table. That's still okay. Just a bit more distance on this 9. Just put his hand up there. A bit fortunate. Yeah, so this time he was able to capitalize on the ball in hand. So let's see if he can get a ball on the break this time. A bit more of a solid hit. Could be dry again. Where's the one? So another ball in hand. Racking up the ball in hands is Balaj. If he wants to try and give himself every chance, he's got to try to minimize those mistakes. At least not giving ball in hand. Yeah, not the best angle here. He's going to have to... I mean, he could play into the 7 if he wants to leave the 6 in the left. Just trying to hold it. Yeah, he did play into the 7, but I thought maybe he could have screwed into the 7 rather than... A player just asking for the referee to watch this one. It is tight. Pretty close to the 7 ball, but it's a pretty good shot. The 7 does go past, so he could be capitalizing on this chance here. That's a good shot. Stretching a little bit. He's a bit straight on the line, but he can quite comfortably draw this back, probably for the middle pocket, really. He can't play in the bottom right, but I think he'll play for the side. Maybe not. Stand corrected. He's played good pace, though. Yeah, nicely done by Georgio. Starting to get into a little bit of a rhythm. Looking much more confident than the first few racks, and Balaj is just going to have to try and avoid some of those ball in hands. He's gave maybe 4 or 5 ball in hands, which, as any pool player will tell you, it's kind of the cardinal sin. You're gifting such a good chance to your opponent for free. But still a little way to go in this match. It's race to 7. Georgio has a break. See if he can capitalize. And then you see he was just asking the referee. You notice the break box on the table. Players have to break from outside that break box. Unlike maybe the traditional 10-ball break where you can put it right in the middle. Just makes the break that little bit harder. As you've seen there, it's another dry break. There's only been one ball potted, I think, on the break so far. I think this is potable, but he can play off the back rail, maybe. Play a kick and stick, possibly. Or he can go for it. Yeah, you think he went for that, to be honest. Don't think he's left it on, but he could be in trouble. There's lots of balls to hide behind. So choosing to be behind the 8, he's played that really well. I think he's only got a one short rail kick here. I don't really see. He could go down table, but wow, that's an interesting shot. He's trying to put the 8 ball on the 10 ball and put it safe, gifting another ball in hand. I'm surprised he went for that, given the way the balls were. There was a one-shot kick there, and when all the balls are on the table, you've got such a big opportunity to try and get a little bit of fortune. So, not even thinking about going for the pot, pushing him into a really difficult snooker this time. He could be chasing the 3 fouls. He's missed this one. And with this ball in hand, Georgio will be looking to put him in all kinds of trouble here. That 7 ball looks inviting. He'd love to get it behind the 8. I just don't know if he can from where the 1 ball is. But he's going to take all his time on this, because he has called 2 fouls. So if he can get a good safety shot here, of course he can try to run the rack as an option as well. But I think he's looking, judging by the last one playing ball in hand safe, he's probably going to do it again. Trying to get behind that 8 ball, I think, is where he wants to be. Maybe not the 7, the 8 ball's better. How's the pace? Oh, that's pretty good, you know. All kinds of trouble. He does have a short reel kick. He's got to play with a little bit of side spin. And I think when he plays with that side spin, it's going to push it more towards the long rail quicker than maybe he wants. So this is actually quite difficult. Watch the point on the middle pocket as well. There you go. So not very often you see it, but it does happen. 3 fouls, and goes back to that shot that Billiard played at the beginning, putting that 8 ball, or trying to put the 8 ball safe on the 10. Kind of maybe was asking for a little bit of trouble there, and Georgio pounced on the opportunity. Instead of trying to run the rack, saw an opportunity to put him in a lot of trouble. And to be fair, he did play 2 very good safety shots. So he's opened up a 3 rack deficit, leading 4-1. Frenchman needs to find something. Slight change in the break. He's brought it further up the table, trying to make something happen. So nothing potted, I don't think. But hasn't left anything on either. And this is a little bit awkward. not sure if he can skim off the edge, get behind that too. How's the pace? So he finds himself in another hook. This is also tricky to hit. Don't know if he can even bend it. This could be a tough one as well. Yeah, that was a pretty good hit. He has left it though. He's caught the 10. Oh, is he scratched? Yeah, so chance here. Bit of a mistake there. Managed to get the chance from a pretty good save. Now it's a chance that Belhaj really needs to take. Yeah, he's trying to find the gap. I think he's okay. Needs to find another gap. I think he can just stun back off the shot, off the long rail there. You see, just back up next to the 7 ball. He could also come up to the side if he wants, but trying to thread the cue ball back up table. He's played into the 7. It looks pretty straight. Maybe he can pinch this and come back. If he can come back to where he is now, that would be lovely. Yeah, nicely done. Put him in a lot of trouble here. This is a tough one to get out of. Yeah, just calling the top left makes sense. There is a chance of always maybe making the ball, so it's worth doing it in 10 ball. Calling the shot. Wasn't a bad hit. He might be okay here. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so mistake. Just gave a good chance here. 8 and 9 needs a bit of care. That's okay. He's left a nice angle. He can just play this over to the left side of the table. going to punish the mistake here. Chance for both of them there. But Georgio capitalises again, takes a 5-1 lead. So a few mistakes from both players in that rack. But Andreas extending his lead. And now a chance to break as well. All roads are leading to Cyprus at the moment, unless the Frenchman can try and change what's happening. So it's a thin one, but it's potable. He's going into the 5. He should have a shot on the 2. Oh, he's missed that by some way. He's trying to play it with side to avoid the 5. That's what's happened there. Oh, that doesn't count. No flukes in 10 ball. So, chance for Georgio here to take the shot or pass it back, but clearly he does have a shot on this too. He could play safe, or he could play aggressive and go into the 10 and try and get a little bit of luck maybe. Have to play this with a bit of pace maybe to try and get the cue ball out. He's trying to drop it in. It's a bit more risky. Does have the cover on the 8 though. Second prize. It's a pretty simple kick. He should definitely hit the 2. Depends if he's trying to play left or right hand side of the 2. Well, he's trying to find some distance. That's interesting. He's going to have no option but to pot the 2, but how he gets on the 3, well, your guess is as good as mine. Can he get past the 9? Maybe. Or is that 9 just guaranteed to be hit here? Well, he managed to avoid it, but to no reward. Yeah, that was really tough to kind of get out of that and get on the 3 from there, to be honest. It's a pretty good stroke, but he's going to have to hope for a little bit of luck. Hitting the 3 was okay. It's not a bad outcome though. 3 doesn't go past the 9. There is a 3-9 combo. A lot of distance between it though. Might have to go for this and try and make something happen. He did play quite a bit of safety in the early part of the match, but didn't really capitalize, so maybe offense could be a better option. Don't know if he called the 9, so maybe he's playing safe. Maybe he did call the 9. And now the table's looking a little bit better. 6 ball. Yeah, from that angle, it does look like it goes past the 10 as well. So I think the 6 ball goes in both corner pockets, which will make life a little bit easier for Andreas. This shot is key though. Position on the 5. Yeah, that'll work. Gives him a choice to go either side. He's probably going to go down the right side of the table. stay away from that 8 and 9 ball. You can draw this off 3 rails if you want, or play it with running right-hand side. He has been playing a lot of shots with the running side, so interesting that he's coming down this side. Flirting a little bit risky with the 8 and 9, but he's played it really well. Just straight back up and down. Gonna have to play up and down again, I think. Just overhit that a little bit. Not sure if he can draw it off 1 rail and back out. Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, and this 9 and 8, 10 ball, sorry, just to get him on the hill. It's been pretty much one-way traffic for the man from Cyprus. Hasn't had to play phenomenally well, but he has played some good shots at the right time. Some good safety shots. I think Belhaj probably just looked back on a few too many ball in hands, maybe. A few too many mistakes. This is the first round and it is double elimination, so whoever does go on to lose this match will still be battling through the loser's side. Plenty of pool, like I said, coming up this week. This is just the start of the 10 ball. Finals of the 10 ball won't be until Saturday, I believe. We'll have a mix of 10 ball and some other games throughout the next couple of days before we start kicking off with 8 ball, 9 ball teams. All good stuff. So another dry break. Yeah, I think there's only been maybe one or 2 balls potted from the break, so nothing working for these guys at the moment. This is potable, and the 2 does go in the top left, so if he can get round, off chance. Oh, he's missed it. He's trying to avoid the 3. How's your luck? Oh my goodness. Belhaj is thinking I'm having a nightmare. He has had a little bit of form, has Andreas. And sometimes he's missed. Another kick shot. So he's called the middle. So another ball in hand there. Has to say that was a bit fortunate from Georgio. But that's the nature of the game. Sometimes it doesn't work your way. Wow. Belhaj should be thinking, what is going on? Every time he comes to the table and Giorgio's missed it, he's left him in a hook. It's actually quite incredible. This could be a jump shot. I mean, we've all had matches like this where maybe you haven't played great, but also the pool gods are against you. It's a good jump though. Needs to stay focused. That was a good shot. Yeah, does have a chance here. Just need to try and get back down for the other side of the table. He's overcut it though. You know, I think that's just purely down to lack of table time. I think every time he's come to the table in his defence, other than a few early on chances, it's been a little bit awkward. Oh, he's been in a bit of trouble. Not to take anything away from Georgio. He's played pretty okay, really. He's going to find himself in a hook here, though, I think. Maybe. He's just got there. I don't think it goes past the 7 ball, but he can play it in the top right. Give him natural position over for the 6, and this could be the match right here. If he can play one good shot, he's going to naturally be over by the 6. Good position for the 7. Just give this everything. He's played it well. Nicely done. He can just run this forward, really, I think, and maybe play the 7 in the side. Yeah, I like that shot where the 8 ball is. This is a key shot here. Wants to just make sure he's got an okay angle on the 8. Hasn't really looked at the 8, so looks like he's just going to play it. Didn't check where he wanted to be. So he's just pushing it forward to leave a bit more angle. One good shot. Slightly overhit that, though. He potted the 8 ball into the far right hand part of the pocket. So a bit of pressure on this, even though he's 6-1 on the hill. This is match ball. He's got a bit of a cutback. Oh, played it well. He's going to be on the 50-yard line, though. He's just going to run a little bit. That's good enough. Can he reach it? Or does he need the extension on his cue? I think he might just be okay. This 10 ball for the win. He makes it. What a great shot. Well done. Georgio from Cyprus takes it 7-1 quite comfortably in the end. Unlucky for Belhaj. He will go on to the loser side. This was the last match of this evening, and we will be back tomorrow for more action from around about 2:15 local time. Join us on the Predator YouTube channel, and we will have more commentary and pool for you throughout the rest of the day from then onwards. My name's Graham Hickman. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.